Hey everybody, it's the interview queen Alicia Atout here, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to interview round two with Yungblud. Welcome back.
Yo, how are you? You good?
Oh, doing so well. I'm so psyched about this. How have you been?
Dude, I'm vibing, man. I'm literally just in Manchester for a couple shows. So I'm good. I'm buzzing. I'm in the middle of a tour, so I'm vibing.
We're definitely going to get more into the tour, but when it comes to a couple of the last nights, I mean, you performed your biggest show yet in front of 10,000 people. So what was running through your mind when you were on stage looking out at everybody and realized, like, holy shit, like we did this? It's huge.
Dude, yeah, it was pretty surreal, to be honest. I think you can't really like fathom it. You know what I mean? It's like it's there, but it's almost not. I think a really special thing one of my mates said to me was um they got the tube, which is the metro, to the venue, and it was a mile and a half away from the venue, and they were going to get a cab, but they said, nah, fuck it, I'm going to walk up, because they wanted to see what it was all about. And he was like, it was literally like going to a football match. Everyone was there in their like uniforms and their outfits, and a lot of people play that venue, but they said to me that everyone in the surrounding like pubs and cafes and shops were just like, what the hell's going on tonight? Because it was like everyone knew a secret and everyone was like there for an idea. And that's all I ever wanted, man. It made me just feel really so proud to kind of like, this is a real, has turned into a real community and a real mindset and a real idea. And I couldn't be more proud to belong to it. So it was magic, man. And it was just like the best night of my life. I cried my eyes out halfway through because I just couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, that is a lot of us, man, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I remember when interviewing you years ago, and it was in front of like a good amount of people. You were so excited for it, but I remember you saying this is just the beginning, and you still say that to this day, even with 10,000 people strong live. So it's just so cool seeing how far things have actually come, and just seeing how excited you are about everything, and the fact you're finally able to tour again is such a thrilling aspect because you've been gone from it for so long, like all other artists. So being back on the road and finally touring again, doing what you love, what do you think you missed the most about it? Was it seeing all of the fans, meeting
I
people?
think I think the madness. I think there's such a like, if you've ever been to a Youngblood show, you'll know, like, it's just mad.
It's
You
insane.
know what I mean? I just think I miss them. I've just like missed the madness and that energy in the room. Like, you can walk into 5 to 10,000 people and be like, hello, I have something in common with you. It's almost like people, so many people who are hiding in the dark corner of the room have come out into the light for the first time and are screaming for the first time. So it's just this, I just miss the noise and the chaos and the craziness and the madness just so much. It's just a feeling that's like, I don't know, like I said, it's like seeing the face of God, and it looks like every single one of them people,
Right.
you know what I mean? Wild.
That's amazing. I mean, just speaking to that chaos, I recently watched you on one of my favorite shows, being Ridiculousness, which was just so much fun. And you're, of course, known for doing some crazy stuff on tour and during your shows. I've witnessed it personally myself. So, meanwhile, Ridiculousness itself is packed with energetic, hilarious clips. So, what's something you've done at a show that could totally have ended up on that show?
Oh, dude, the amount of times I've just like, I always like, I drink a lot of beer on stage. You know what I mean? Like, it's a full on thing, even though it's like the stages are so big now. I'm always like running around with a pint of lager, or like everything's just, you know what I mean? My guitar player and me are always like throwing beer, or doing something. So I always end up on my ass. I
Mhm.
always slip up. Like, I wish someone would do like, them videos when people like vomp, vomp, like a loop of me like
Yes.
falling over, like the amount of times, or I've jumped off riggings. Like, I remember climbing up a massive, like 30 foot, like,
Like one of those
I don't
scaffolding
know.
kind of things, or
Yeah, do you know what
the,
I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I know it was like, when you like go into like a big theater and like the seated section. I remember jumping off one of them once and like taking out like 20 people,
Oh,
which was
wow.
not a great idea, and like actually like injuring myself massively. Like, I'm a bit of an idiot, but it's all good fun, innit? You know what I mean?
That's the point. You're doing it to just rally everyone together, have a good time. Everyone's cheering for you too, so it's not like you can back out at that point,
Oh,
right?
it's a vibe, man. I was just like, fuck it. I might die right now, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you're going out though on like a big W for sure.
Blast out. Dude,
Well, we of course have to touch on the Life on Mars UK tour and just how you covered David Bowie during that NASA live stream. I know that you've quoted
that
Bowie in
was
the past
wild.
before. I mean, tell me about how surreal it was just being a part of that event and be able to cover such an iconic song.
Dude, I think when someone who meant a lot to Bowie rings you up and goes, yo, do you want to come and sing this song with Bowie's band? And it's probably one of the most recognizable, it probably is the most recognizable song to anybody, not just a Bowie fan. You know what I'm saying? Out of his catalog, like, I was so nervous, man. You know what I mean? I was like, what? All right, because Bowie fans, I'm a Bowie fan, so I'm savage. You know what I mean? They are savage. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And to play with like Mike Garson and like
That's
Visconti and
huge.
everyone, you know what I mean? It was mental. And I kind of felt so connected to him in that moment. And it was sick. I love him.
Oh, that's incredible. And just going from an artist that we both share in common and absolutely love, speaking to his music, we now have to talk about yours because your single Fleabag, everyone is just enjoying it. It's absolutely infectious, but I love how at the same time it's really sad and vulnerable. So what
Dude,
moment or
yeah.
yeah, I mean, what moment kind of sparked the idea for this song, or what kind of happened where you had this just a moment in your life, you're like, damn, I have to write about this now. I just have to.
I think with it all, like I always with my music tell the uncensored, undiluted truth,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it was a time in my life, man. You know what I mean? I think this kind of got so much bigger than I ever expected. And everyone was forming an opinion about me or what I should be or what I should do or what I should say or what I should wear from my friends, family, label, fan base at times. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I felt like I was 15 again. Someone put me in a box, and I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. I think if anybody tries to put their finger on exactly what I am, I've moved on. You know what I mean? I'm a mile away from you, you know? And I think like it's very dangerous for an artist to become an expectation or abide by people's expectations, because then you're not creating art, you're a dog chasing its tail. You know what I mean? And I I wrote this song as a kickback against that mentality, you know.
I love that because I really do feel like your music is so anthemic and it's almost just a note for everyone to embrace their individuality. So whenever they try to put you,
Completely.
especially, like you're the last person I'd be trying to put into just one box, it makes zero
Yeah,
sense.
man.
So yeah, it's almost like your screw you
Absolutely.
anthem. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, you're so right. And I think with it all, you know, I mean, I think I would say to anybody out there, never mold yourself on what is happening right now, because right now it's going to move on so quickly. You know what I mean? I think music has become very, very safe and very, very, very like, ooh, tiptoeing around kind of an idea. You know what I mean? That is not going to be the same tomorrow. You know what I mean? Everything's become very trend based. Don't be a trend, because the definition of a trend is that it's meant to die.
It's gonna
That's
come and
what a
go.
trend literally means. Be yourself. And because, like, as I say, seasons will change, and you know what I mean, years will go by. And if you are yourself, that's all, like, just by breathing, you are individual. Amplify who you are. You know what I mean? I think it's that's what's gonna make you last forever, you know?
That's just so beautifully put. And I feel like some people watching this and people who are fans of yours, some might completely know who they are and some still might be trying to find themselves. So I really do think just like hearing something like that can really put things into just perspective for sure.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Well, the last thing that I wanted to bring up before we unfortunately have to say goodbye today is the fact that you'll never understand the influence you had on me after first meeting you because I haven't stopped saying fook or fookin. Like it is the most cheeky way to get around saying that word. So the last thing
Dude,
I'd
I
love to do.
fucking love it.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things. I can throw it around in promos when I'm doing TV. It's like you can't believe this. So
Nah, you can't.
I love it. So I'd love for you to teach me, along with all of the fans watching, another slang word that you absolutely love.
Oh, all right. Where I'm from, a lot of people say "hey up."
A up.
Yeah, so it's like instead of being like hello, it's like hey up,
Mm.
love, how are you? Hey up.
Ooh, hey up. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna steal
Then
another one from you.
or and then like ta
Ta-ra.
which ta which means goodbye. Like ta
Oh my gosh, now I have hello and goodbye. Hey up
Yeah,
and ta-ra.
hey up, hey up, ta You know what I'm saying? It's literally
So
like
fun.
hey up, I'm Alicia, ta
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, now we have to say ta-ra. This is just like weirdly fitting. Well, I want to say
Legit,
thank
you know.
you. Thank you so, so much for coming on here, for catching up. It's always a pleasure. And I genuinely mean this. I'm so happy to just see where you've gone and the fact that this is just starting for you still. Like, it's amazing. So, congratulations on
Yeah.
everything, seriously.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you soon.
Yes, fingers crossed. Thank you so much. Everyone watching, this has
Killer.
been the absolutely lovely Yungblud. Be sure to check out our first interview and head on over to aliciatout.com for plenty more. Bye, everybody.